Good morning and thanks for joining us. Time is 9:01 a.m. and it has been a busy 24 hours around the state with some major snowfall impacting areas from the metro area up to the high country where we're measuring snow in feet, not inches.
Yeah, it's some impressive snow totals.
Oh,
We
yeah.
want to get started by heading over to Ed right away because Ed, the storm is actually done now. The snow has stopped, but now we're all just trying to dig out of it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the situation as we see it. It is all moving down to the south as that low pressure sinks to the south and taking the snow along with it. Now, yeah, you might see a snow shower just or flurry push through maybe into the foothills. That's about it. But to the south, that's where the heavier snow continues. Also over the west, the snow continues. The low pressure system over the southwestern Arizona area, and that is pushing the snow up along the Front Range. But as it sinks south, it's taking the snow along with it. So it's only going as far as maybe Colorado Springs, at least at this hour. So across the north, they have canceled the winter weather advisory and the winter storm warning. But to the south, it's actually been extended until 6 p.m. this evening. That's another 12 hours they've got going on, and that goes right down into New Mexico as a result. So today, 40 degrees, cloudy skies, and then tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. The sunshine does return, but Sunday, as this storm system lifts out, we could see a rain or snow showers from that storm system. Not going to be a big deal. We'll get to 46 degrees, but then it is gone on Monday. We'll see sunshine in 55, near 60 on Tuesday with sunny skies. And take a look at the first day of spring, 62 degrees on your Wednesday with plenty of sunshine to go around.
And thank you so much. 9:02 is your time for this Friday morning. Right now, taking a live look from I-25. If for those heading northbound right near 84th Avenue, you're seeing a lot of slowdowns this morning, and that's because of a crash that just happened. So I do want to switch things over to our main graphics because we're also tracking two other crashes. Now, this is a live look from I-25 northbound in Castle Pines Parkway. You can see crews are on scene right now. So that is blocking 3 right lanes. You're going to see heavy delays in that area. Now, that crash that I showed you from our original CDOT cameras, 144th Avenue right near 84th Avenue. 2 lanes right now are blocked off. I'm going to stay on top of these 2 crashes for you and bring you the latest throughout the morning.
Our man in the mountains, Matt Renew, is joining us live in the high country. And Matt, yesterday I-70 was pretty much a parking lot, and then this morning everyone's like, oh, there's fresh powder up in the high country? Yeah, I'm going.
Right? A reversal of fortunes. A parking lot of people stuck in Summit County yesterday couldn't get out of the mountains. Today, now that I-70 is reopened, people can't wait to get back into the high country, and it's because the ski areas did very well out of this storm. You can see traffic moving west along I-70 here towards the Eisenhower Johnson Tunnel is doing just fine. You're moving west out of Denver. You're going to be slick, snow-packed, and slushy, especially in those foothills. But then you start to get here to the Continental Divide, and then west of the Continental Divide, and the roads really clear up. Things are pretty dry and wide open, but you're still going to want to go slow because you can see we've still got snow flurries, the wind's blowing at times, and as it blows all those high snow banks, it can really start to reduce your visibility at times. But the good news is traffic's moving along very nicely in the mountains, and except for big rigs and commercial vehicles, there are still restrictions for those big semis that can't move in or out of the mountains yet. That will lift at noon. Now, having said that, we've seen a lot of the big rigs coming in and out of the high country, but that restriction will be lifted at noon, and then they can all make their way through the mountains as well. The great news for ski areas has been the snow totals. You look at like the Loveland ski area over the past 2 days, they've gotten 22 inches of snow, and Keystone's done very well. And then you move west, Copper Mountain and Vale, about 8 and 7 inches of snow, so not as much, but Mark, still very nice. And so some really good powder days going into the weekend at a time when there's a lot of spring breakers here on vacation as well. So this is great for Colorado.
Matt, though, with that wind, it looks a little bit chilly out there.
It's just a little bit. Right there on the back of the neck, Mark, is right where that wind's blowing right now. So it's extra cold.
Right? We appreciate you, Matt. Thank you so much, and hopefully you can get inside and get a warm cup of coffee. Appreciate it, Matt.
Well, Laura Scavini was at the airport yesterday morning. This morning, she's traveling all over the metro area. When we say all over, we mean really like from Denver to Wheat Ridge to Glenwood to Inglewood as well, to show you the damage that the storm has left behind. Right now, she is in the tech center, and you're tracking even more storm damage.
Yeah, when you put it like that, Anusha, I guess I didn't even realize how far we've been. We really have been everywhere this morning, talking about down limbs and streets and, on the snow and what else. But now we're talking about downed solar panels. I mean, take a look at this. These solar panels are huge, but you can really see that that wet, heavy snow was just no match for this solar panel. I mean, these things are giant, but there was just so much wet, heavy snow on there that it just completely broke it in half. I mean, look at where it's split. You would expect that to be really strong, right? Really sturdy, but that just goes to show you just how heavy this snow is. And there are 7 of these solar panels here, and this is the only one that has snapped in half like that. But if we take a look at this one here, you can see it looks like it's supposed to be flat, right? But if you take a look at the edges, the corners, it looks like they're bending just ever so slightly. So it makes you wonder, what's happening next? Is something else going to happen here? You just don't know, but that really just goes to show you how heavy this snow is here. Again, this is just what we're seeing here at the tech center, but we've seen down branches all over Denver area, and we saw some of those branches really leaning heavily on some of the power lines as well. So if you have a minute, just head outside, knock some of the snow off of anything that might cause issues for you, because it could be, your car or your neighbor's car underneath some of these branches or things that could fall down from the sky. So we'll check in here and see what else we can see around here, but for now, live at the Tech Center, Lauren Scafidi, 9 News.
Lauren in the Tech Center, Matt in the mountains, we appreciate you. Now I want to check in with Keely in Boulder this morning. Keely, what's it looking like out there?
Well, I'll tell you what, it is snow covered in the residential areas. We talked about this all morning long. While the main streets and thoroughfares have been plowed and are just wet, still more than a foot of snow along the sides of streets in the residential areas, and several inches actually on the streets. This street, because it's near a school, actually was plowed, so it's one of the lucky ones, the folks who live on this street. But along the sides of the street, the cars that are parked here just buried in the snow. You can see these cars here just buried in more than a foot of snow. The big issue is trying to get those cars out. We actually parked our live van along the side of one of these roads earlier and barely made it out as well. Want to show you some video. We met up with Patrick, a neighbor here earlier today. It was a gamble on whether he could get his truck out after clearing the snow off of it, but he said he had to get to work. So we took some video of him trying to get his car out, and luckily, after a few tries, he was one of the lucky ones, was able to get his car out. So some folks with four-wheel drive able to make their way out of the thick snow alongside. The issue is not only the snow that fell, but the plows that have come by and just scooped that snow onto the side of the street. All morning long back here live, we have seen residents out here. I mean, before the sun even came up, they were out here shoveling their driveways, their sidewalks. We met a gentleman by the name of Dave just about a couple minutes ago who's helping his neighbor shovel her sidewalk. So, the snow, sometimes it's a challenge, but it also brings out the best in people, especially in neighborhoods like this one, covered in more than a foot of snow. So no doubt people will be working hard throughout the morning, throughout the day, throughout the next several days to clear out this snow, and also hoping for a little help from Mother Nature with those 60-degree temperatures coming to help thaw and melt some of this. Certainly going to be a lot of melting to do. Reporting live in South Boulder, I'm meteorologist Keely Chalmers. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, Keely, if it wasn't such wet, heavy, back-breaking snow that you have to shovel, you'd almost say, wow, it actually looks quite beautiful behind you there with all those trees coated in that beautiful white snow.
I tell you what, it is gorgeous. Certainly heavy snow, though. You can see the trees, as we've been talking about throughout the morning, just weighted down by the snow. The branches, lots of down branches, folks having to do a lot of cleaning up. But I'll tell you what, it's kind of fun out here to talk to these folks out here working hard, knowing that it's going to be a challenge to clean up, but also kind of excited to be out here working hard and playing in the snow as well.
Also looks like it's trash day in Boulder, so thank you to all of those folks, all the sanitation workers who are going out in the middle of all this, cleaning up that trash. We appreciate that. Keely, thank you.
Oh, I love the attitude. It's the best. We have put everything you need to know about this storm in one place for you. That includes a link to the radar, the forecast, the closings, as well as stories to get you through the storm and the aftermath. All you have to do is text the word snow to 303-871-1491, and we will send you a text back with that information. We'll be right back.